Hey, Chad Rankin with the Rankin Mortgage Team.
I'm Nate Real estate team.
Nate and I have been working together for over a decade, and so we've had the honor and pleasure to help countless clients. Nate helped them find the home. I helped them with the financing.
A lot of renters that became first-time home buyers for sure.
Absolutely, and that may be you. And so what we've been seeing a lot of lately is some of our past clients, and it's just brought up discussion between Nate and I. Many of our past clients have determined that this home, their first home, like so many people, is not their forever home. And they're inquiring as to how they can get into their forever home. Well, what we found out is like most people don't even know that there's strategies to actually do this very successfully. So with the higher interest rates right now, a lot of people also say, hey, I'm gonna wait till rates drop. Only issue with that is once rates drop, well, a whole bunch of people are gonna jump back.
Competition.
You can have tons of buyers jump back into the buyer pool. I've got hundreds of people that were pre-approved in the last few years that can't buy right now with the higher interest rates. So technically, if you can buy right now, the strategy is to do so because rates are going to drop, and then I can just refinance you later. So as we've been discussing, there's really two circumstances. The first one is, let's say you got a lot of consumer debt and you'd love to get that other home. You may even be kind of drowning in it like most of America is. Well, we have a strategy to get you out of that debt and get you into your forever home. So how could we pull that off, right? Well, you got a lot of equity if you bought your home over 3 years ago. 20, 30, 40, 50%, I mean, a lot of equity. And to be honest with you, the data is that about 60% of Americans either own their home outright or have 50% equity. That's why there's no crash coming. I won't go into that right now. But here's the strategy for somebody with debt and with a lot of equity in their home that they can't tap into that equity now. Because I've talked to a lot of clients that literally can't tap into that equity. They can't go get an equity line at 9% interest rate. They're not qualified because of that other debt. Now, for us, what we can do is we can, based upon Nate's understanding of the market and his analysis of what he anticipates based upon comparable sales that your home would sell for,
Right.
We're gonna know within a very close range how much money you're gonna have after closing costs and after realtors, commissions, all that stuff, what you're gonna walk away with. And what we're seeing over and over again is literally 6 figures for so many of our past clients. What I can do on our application is just mark your other debts to be paid at closing the morning of the sale of your departure home, just a couple hours before you sign for the new home. And you never see those funds that are paying off your other debts. The attorneys take care of it. So it's actually quite simple. You just want to make sure that you're using the same attorney for the house that you're selling as the one that you're buying. And of course, our bank attorney will take care of that for you, make it quite seamless. And then there's another option too.
Yeah, well, the other option would be keep your current residence. If you don't have a lot of consumer debt that needs to be paid down and you have all that equity in your home, you keep that residence and maybe you try your hand at becoming a landlord. And with the lower interest rate that Chad was talking about historically, when 5 to 10 years ago rates were much lower, the payments for those homes are often much lower. And with the increase in what people are paying for rent, you could sign a lease agreement with a new tenant to rent out your current home and also put some money in your pocket every month because you're washing out your current payment and you're making more money than what you currently owe for it every month. So that's one way you can free up some more money, and I think Chad can dive into this a little bit deeper and explain how that would work.
Past client of ours, we just closed on 3 months ago now. They had bought their single family home in Worcester for $170,000 9 years ago, decided they wanted to buy their forever home, but they wanted to keep that departure home. So they did. All I needed to collect from them was a lease and first month and security deposit. Fannie Mae, that's what Fannie Mae requires. Freddie Mac, if for some reason I need to go Freddie compared to Fannie, we're just gonna require an appraisal to show what the market rent is. And so we were able to do that. They were able to keep their rate, which was in the 3s. They're gonna continue to pay that mortgage for 21 years. That house is worth about $350 now. Again, they bought it 9 years ago for $170. What's it gonna be worth in 21 years when they pay off their mortgage? Or less, $500,000 and it's owned free and clear? So that was their strategy. They didn't have a lot of debt that they needed to pay off in order to qualify. And of course, that rental income that they're now getting on that house, that washes that entire payment as well. It's like it doesn't even exist. And so 2 great strategies.
Yep.
So the key here really is what I believe and what I'd like to share is that with rates as high as they are right now, yes, you're going to buy a home, you're going to have a higher interest rate, you're going to have a higher balance on your mortgage. But at the end of the day, getting into the house that you love is, from what I've experienced, the most important thing. So any questions you have, that's what we're here for. Just wanted to throw that out there. just from our experiences recently, that we've seen it working really well for folks, and the information isn't readily out there. So wanted to get it out to you. Let us know if you have any questions, and we look forward to talking with you.
Thank you.